This video is looking at overtaking cyclists. We're going to look at 2 video clips and then we're going to break it down into stages. We're going to use the position, speed, look routine when we approach the cyclist, and then we're going to use the mirror signal manoeuvre routine for actually going past the cyclist. So, as soon as we see the cyclist checking the main mirror and the right side mirror, we're then going to be catching the cyclist up to position a good distance behind, match the speed, and then lower it into a more powerful gear. Looking well up ahead for a safe place to overtake. Check the 2 mirrors, main mirror, right side mirror, signal if needed, move out to give a minimum of 1.5 metres, and then check the left side mirror to make sure you can clearly see the cyclist before you return. So mirrors as soon as you see the cyclist. The video doesn't actually show it, but when looking into the junction before turning, the cyclist was already visible, so the planning could be done well before. You obviously only got to see it as this video started. So the mirrors are the most important thing. Catch the cyclist up and position a safe distance behind, match their speed and prepare into a lower, more powerful gear to overtake. You want to get close enough to the cyclist to overtake, but not too close, just in case they wobble, fall off their bike or stop. Keep watching the mirrors the whole time, the main mirror and the right side mirror, ready to change direction to move around the cyclist. Look well ahead for a safe place to overtake. Make sure you have enough time to pass and get back in without affecting oncoming traffic. Remember, you can choose where to overtake a moving vehicle, unlike a parked one. If in doubt, just don't go. Make sure the road is wide enough to overtake, as overtaking something moving is like overtaking many parked vehicles parked one after another. Check the highway code for places where you shouldn't overtake. While doing all of this, mirrors, mirrors, mirrors. When it's safe up ahead to go and you've checked your right side mirror to make sure it's safe to move out, because you wouldn't want to move to the right to go around and find out somebody's already beside you. Then you can start to overtake. Use a signal if you haven't been able to move out early so people behind know what you're doing, and if in doubt, just put the signal on. Move out in good time to get a minimum of 1.5 metres distance from you and the bike, to be safe to pass. Remember, cyclists can be unpredictable and change their direction without looking. A cyclist looking over their right shoulder could be preparing to move to the right, so you wouldn't want to overtake then. Cyclists can be greatly affected by the wind blowing them, rain spraying in their face, affecting their vision, especially if they're wearing glasses, and slippery road surfaces. They often swerve to avoid drain hatches, especially on icy days, and potholes. Obviously, the last thing they want to be doing on their bike is going through a pothole, so beware of that. This clip here, as we're coming around the bend, you'll see the cyclist. We're checking the main mirror and right side mirror. Have a little look at the gap between the 3rd and the 4th car. We'll be talking about this one on the left-hand side, that gap. We're following him at a safe distance. And then as he comes past the lorry, he goes back into the left and we can just stay in our normal position and carry on past. So let's break that down into stages. So as soon as you see that cyclist, check the mirrors, main mirror, right side mirror, well before changing your direction to the right. Here we're planning to pass the parked red car first and then following the cyclist until we have a safe place to pass. There was a small gap between the parked cars, but be careful, as if the cyclist moves back in the gap, they quite often will then come back out again and then you could hit them. Predict the actions of a bike. If you're actually a cyclist yourself, you would most probably have an idea of what you would be doing if you were cycling there. Here you can see the space between the 3rd and the 4th car, but you can clearly see that the cyclist has stayed out in line, which was a sensible decision. Catch the cyclist up and follow at a safe distance, ready to overtake, as mentioned earlier. Remember to not only think about the preparation for passing the cyclist, but also the problems that could arise with the parked cars. Remember, all the time that you're approaching this cyclist, mirrors, 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 and obviously making sure that we're looking well up ahead. Follow at a safe distance, match their speed. A bend and an oncoming vehicle certainly wouldn't be a safe place to overtake, so we just follow behind, keeping that safe distance, getting that powerful gear ready for when we go past. As the cyclist moves back towards the left, you can stay out in line, ready to overtake as it's safe. Keep an eye on the mirrors and look well ahead. And your aim is to get past quickly but safely. Remember your 1.5 meters distance. When you see ahead that it's safe, use the safe routine as mentioned before to get past quickly and safely. Remember to always check your left side mirror before returning to make sure you can see the cyclist clearly behind you so that you don't hit them. If you found this video helpful, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe to watch more helpful videos in the future. If you're looking to get private practice and you're looking for some learner driver insurance, check the bio below that shows policies that you can be insured on somebody else's car that doesn't affect the insurance of the owner of the car. If you check out the link below, that will take you through to an insurance cover for learner drivers. Hope you've found this video helpful.